Due to COVID-19, charities that relied on in-person events and donations were forced to move online, making their benefits less tangible to people who may donate. We wanted to encourage a different way of thinking about donations in the concrete rather than the abstract, so people feel that their donations are more tangible and are more likely to take action. So what we did is created a React-based front end for Stripe, the credit card payments processing company, so that a nonprofit, through a Stripe account, can create products that they need. The example we have here is City Animal Shelter, needing cat food or dog food. Potential donors can clearly imagine the effect that their donations are having when they say, hey, I'm going to donate cat food, I'm going to donate dog food. By integrating with Stripe, we allow management of all products, prices, and payments to go through an established, secure company that a nonprofit actually might already be using. So Stripe takes care of all of the payments. There's also the problem that larger expenses for a nonprofit may be beyond the reach of any individual donor, but we wanted to keep the idea that donators were purchasing something for their nonprofit. So you can see that these larger goals still appear as a product and can be purchased as one. But we added this progress bar to give people an idea that they were really working towards something. Unfortunately, it's not displaying the progress, but that's because no one's actually donated anything yet. So in order to keep track of these payments, once a payment is made through the Stripe checkout thing, we send information from new payments into MongoDB, which keeps a running total of the amount raised towards a specific goal, as well as the email addresses of those who donate. The React front end will update in real time based on information from this database. Another thing that we like about using Stripe is that the actual earmarking of these funds remains up to the nonprofit. For example, if people really like to buy dog food, but nobody ever purchases any cat food, there's nothing to stop our City Animal Shelter from using that money to buy cat food. But the differences in product purchases might give nonprofits some insight into what spurs people to donate and capitalize on that for future campaigns. So we have the donor-facing store for our front end, but we also wanted to add a private dashboard for the nonprofit manager. So using Auth0, we authenticate a user and allow them to log in to the private section of the app. Within this private segment, the user can see progress towards a goal and ideally be able to thank donors. Given more time, we'd add an integration with AWS Pinpoint to actually send emails to the list of donors, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. So this is Charity Pool.
This is the Python code portion of our project. This is the Flask app that is communicating between our database, which is MongoDB, and Stripe, which is taking care of all the purchases through our website. The most important thing to note here is this webhook that is being pinged by Stripe whenever a successful purchase goes through. Whenever that happens, we get this JSON formatted data, and from there we can just take any of the information we want out of it. So in this case, we're grabbing the email from that purchase, we're taking the amount of money spent, and for what product name, or in this case, what they donated to. From there, we can take those values and update things we already have inside our database that will keep a running total of the money spent for each product. And for these two larger donation goals, it'll keep track of the percentage they are through to that goal.